Alright, so it seems that we've got some good news to talk about today. I know what you're talking about, right? Sonic? Good news? And it's not about Paramount? Yes, we got some great news to talk about. And the best part of it is Sega didn't have to do a fucking thing. They just got lucky today. Thanks to Nintendo and Sony, we got some benefits that are going to be coming our way, and we're going to get into all of that right now. But if you haven't subscribed to the channel already, please make sure to subscribe. We are trying to hit 100,000 subscribers and hopefully 70,000 subscribers before Sonic Frontiers comes out. So what am I talking about exactly? We've got two topics to talk about. The first, we got a tweet from Nintendo of America and it says, the Legend of Zelda series producer Eiji Onuma, I don't know if I said that correctly, has an update to share about the launch timing of the sequel to The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Please take a look. I'll play the clip here.
こんにちは。ゼルダの伝説シリーズプロデューサーの青沼です。ゼルダの伝説ブレスオブザワイルド続編の発売時期に関してお知らせがあります。本作は2022年に発売を予定しているとお伝えしていましたが、開発にもう少しお時間をいただきたく、発売を2023年春に変更させていただきたいと思います。楽しみにお待ちいただいている皆様、大変申し訳ありません。続編の舞台は前作ブレスオブザワイルドでの地上フィールドだけでなく、空の上にも広がると前回お伝えしましたが、拡張された世界はそれだけではなく、そこで皆さんを待ち受ける新たな出会いや新たな遊びも前作以上に多彩なものとなっています。そうした続編での体験を特別なものにするべく、開発チーム一同引き続き総力を挙げて取り組んでいきますので、どうか今しばらくお待ちいただければと思います。今回のお知らせは以上となります。ありがとうございました。
So basically, this is Nintendo being something that Sega is not, which is transparent, and they basically say, listen, we need more time to perfect the experience of the game, so we know we're trying to aim for a holiday 2022 release, but instead it's getting pushed back to spring 2023. While doing that, they show some gameplay as well, because that's what regular gaming companies do when they're promoting the game. Even a game coming in 2023, spring, they still have gameplay to show because they're confident in the game. Anyway, this is not a bashing Sega video, I've already done that, but no, seriously. It would be nice if Sega could be more transparent about what's going on with, say, Frontiers or Origins or anything really that isn't to do with like Paramount, you know. But the point I wanted to get across was that this is a win for Sega. Not necessarily a loss for Nintendo because they're not losing with this, but a win in the sense that we all know that Sonic Frontiers was blatantly ripping off Breath of the Wild, and they were essentially ripping off what they could take from the first game while Nintendo were working on the second one. And if they released around the same time, especially if Frontiers released after Breath of the Wild 2, it would have been an onslaught of horrible reviews that just compare it shamelessly to Breath of the Wild 2, and it's just going to cause a lot of bad press for the game because they're going to be like, well, Breath of the Wild 2 was this good, so Frontiers is bad by comparison. But now that Breath of the Wild 2 is coming later than Frontiers, all they have to do is be decent, and the reviewers will go a little bit easy on them because now it's like, we're so desperate to play Breath of the Wild 2, we gotta wait till spring 2023. It's now November 2022, and Frontiers is kind of like it, you know, it's not as good, but what would have been a 6 or a 6.5 review, now because they're so desperate to be satiated by that kind of Breath of the Wild gameplay, it might become a 7 or a 7.5. Because once Breath of the Wild 2 comes out and does some crazy shit that pushes the genre to another level, that improves upon the first one, it's going to be harder for even to go back to the first Breath of the Wild, be like, oh, it doesn't have this, it doesn't have that. Just like Sonic 2 had like the spin dash, and you go back to Sonic 1, it's like, oh, no spin dash, that sucks. They're going to have that situation there where Breath of the Wild 2 added this, that into the formula, and Frontiers doesn't even have everything from the first game. But now, at least, they won't have that comparison point for which they can use the shit on Frontiers. So Frontiers being able to get a decent score, it's a higher % chance that might actually happen now. Like, I've always said that for Frontiers to be considered a W, I think it needs at least a 75 on Metacritic. That's the lowest score you can get to get a green score. So I feel like a 75 is what they need to be like, yeah, we did good, right? Anything less than that, I would consider to be a flop personally. Although if it's early 70s, I'm like, okay, that's not the worst kind of flop in the world, but if it's 60s, that's a flop. It took 5 years to get a 68 or it's a flaw. I don't care what anyone says. Early 70s, but it needs a 7. It needs a green score to really just cement itself, okay? And whether that's possible or not, I don't know, because we'll have to see gameplay to see how this game is gonna turn out, obviously. But if they can somehow scrape together that 7.5 or 75 on Metacritic, I think that would be a good thing for Sega, honestly, because even if it's not amazing, as long as it's not like a laughing stock, I think that would be a good thing for them, honestly. But speaking of companies doing things that benefit Sega, we got PlayStation. All new PlayStation Plus launches in June with 3 flexible membership options. And basically what we're gonna do is skip to the highest tier because the other tiers are irrelevant. The highest tier provides all of the benefits from essential and extra tiers, and then adds up to 340 additional games, including PS3 games available via cloud streaming and a catalog of beloved classic games available in both streaming and download options from the original PlayStation, PlayStation 2, and PSP generations. And then they offer cloud streaming for PS1, PS2, PSP. Why would you be streaming PS1 games? Just fucking run it on the thing. Anyway, the whole point of this is that we're going to get some form of ports out of this. Now, unfortunately, Sony are being fucking lazy and they don't want to learn how to emulate the PS3 on their own hardware, so things like 06 and Unleashed are just going to be streaming only on the PS5. But as for the PS2 Sonic games, we're going to be able to play games like Shadow the Hedgehog, Sonic Heroes, Sonic Riders, or PS2 port of Heroes, but still Mega Collection, since Origins is wherever the fuck Origins is right now. But to be fair, I don't even know if they would even put those games on there. I mean, obviously it's one of those things where I'm guessing you have to opt in, so Sega could be like, don't put this on there, or don't put that on there. Like, they might not put 06 on this service just because they don't feel like it. Because right now, you can play 06 on PS Now, but it's Japan only, because apparently Japan liked the game a lot more. You know, they got good taste and whatnot. But I'm guessing they probably wouldn't put Mega Collection on this service because it would step on the toes of Sonic Origins. But maybe something like Sonic Riders could finally be playable on PS5. I think that would be cool. Heroes, I mean, it's the PS2 port, but I mean, I guess if I'm on my PS5, it would be nice to have it, you know, at least until my Steam Deck arrives, which, you know, I'm Q3, so I'm gonna be waiting a while for that shit. But that being said, I don't really know if it's worth the price of like £13.49 a month. I guess it depends on what library of games we get, like in general. It also includes PS4 games, but like Sonic games on PS4, how many did we get? Like realistically, like Offline Racing, Seizures Ultimate, Forces of Mania, which I already have. So if you were just buying a PS5 and you had no Sonic games, maybe you might want to get this highest tier. I don't know, but me personally, I like to own things like this, so having to pay for it in a subscription service is kind of annoying if there's no option to just pay for a game that I really want, which is kind of why I always have to have my PC, because it's like, at least with that, you know that you can always download and own something on there, you know, whether it's emulation or whatever, like you still have access to it, you know. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about this information. The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild 2 has been delayed to spring 2023, freeing up hungry Breath of the Wild fans to play Sonic Frontiers at the end of 2022 to satiate themselves as much as it can, I guess. Do you think that will help the reputation of the game as opposed to, you know, when Forces dropped like 1 week after Odyssey? Or do you think it'll have absolutely no effect at all? And are you looking forward to this PlayStation Plus premium service? Do you think that Sonic games will make it into the cart? Which games do you want to see the most in this service? Obviously, I would have loved 06 Unleashed, but if it's streaming only, it's no different. It's going to be like no benefits or anything like that. Honestly, I don't even think the PS1, PS2, and PSP games are going to get any kind of benefits, because I know some leaks suggested they might like up-res it or improve performance, but I don't think there's any confirmation of that so far, so I guess we'll have to see. But yeah, only time will tell, man. But yeah, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell. Make sure to check out the non-Sonic channel. The link will be in the description. But that's all I have to say right now, so Premy out.